Musik is one of Namibia's best afrobeat, shambo, Africa pop artists, a conscious lyrical genius and vocalist. She recently released her 7th studio album titled Healer. She now joins us to talk about how 2023 was in terms of her music career. Good evening, ML, and welcome to the show.
Good evening. I'm happy to be here.
Well, let's start by asking what inspired the title Healer, which is for your recent album, and how does the theme resonate throughout the songs?
Yeah, so I think my music or my title is always sort of summarizing the mood and the feel of the album, but generally also, trying to sort of project like my type of music that I do. When, I do conscious music, I do motivational music, I do fun music, and this specific album, it's quite healing, but I think the answer came from actually different people when they listen to my music and they tell me that, it's healing or I've healed them, and it's inspired me to actually work on this album with this title, Healer, this time around.
So also talk to us about one of your latest music videos, I'll Be Here, which we hope that we'll be playing later on in the show. But can you share some insights into the creative process that went behind the music video? I mean, any memorable moments during the filming of that?
No, definitely it was so memorable. It was done at the coast. We did it between Walvis Bay and Swakopmund. So we used the ocean and the desert. So we wanted to also, just present that in a video, that, like Namibia's unique landscape. And, like when it comes to tourism, and we are known for having a desert on this side and an ocean, which is just a beautiful, scenic type of landscape when you look at it at the same time, if you're especially driving in that corridor of the ocean this side. And it was really just simple. It was just to resonate with the song, I'll Be Here. And we did these two scenes of the two different, but at the same, place. So I hope you can play it, and I think people will resonate a lot with it. And I'll Be Here actually as a single. It's very interesting in terms of how it was composed. Generally, the chorus is written by Musik, and we co-wrote the song, because the rest of the song I wrote, co-authored it. And I think it has a special touch to it, the fact that it's two female artists collaborating, and I think we don't do that enough as musicians or as female artists. And I think it's a quite magical song, and I can't wait for you to actually check it out.
So how has your musical journey in Afrobeat, Shambo, Africa or afro-pop evolved, and what milestones or challenges would you say have been so significant for you so far?
I think for me personally, although I started in the industry way back, I wasn't active for my own music, even though I was doing singles here and there, but I was mostly behind the scenes, management. And the time I see that when I committed to actually, get into music, to drop my own music, full album, work on that music production journey, it's also the times where you can look at both, like, good way and bad way. Good way that, you find that in this era, we have the internet, people are music is more accessible to the people as opposed to the traditional way. But I think also the sound, it also rapidly changes a lot, looking at the different demographics of people listening to music. So I'm actually very blessed to start when I started off, to actually also just commit where I committed, and enjoying the journey or the evolvement of, the music industry in Namibia, in Africa, in the world, being part of that revolutionary type of journey, and me contributing. I think that for me is the most beautiful thing for my experience. There, of course, Namibia generally, as you get to really put out music, you get to invest. It's not as easy as just your music playing or as just somebody knowing that you do music, you know. It's a business, and I think where we have evolved now as musicians, as Namibian industry, is no longer just putting out, trying to transform from just being a talented person in the studio, actually commercially, you know, selling your music. I think that's where the challenge is for most of us, and that's the challenge that we need to face and overcome in terms of commercializing, actually making a lot of our music, getting revenue back as you invest in. So I think for me, up and above everything, I really just also try to enjoy it. It's a passion. But I think also the seriousness of trying to craft a brand around music. It's not just, somebody playing there or small things. It's really something that we are committed to, we are investing in, and we appreciate our fans, and we take them seriously. So every time we invest to elevate and just to remain relevant, I think that's important.
So with the new year approaching, what can your fans expect in terms of upcoming projects, perhaps collaborations, or any exciting developments in your music career?
Definitely more visuals coming. I'm dropping a new beautiful video that we worked on, because you see, when it comes to different projects, like some videos we do lyrical videos, some videos we just do few scenes just to bring visuals, touch. But some we conceptualize, you have a storyline, you go all out. So my next video is really, really conceptualized. It's something that we worked on. I've worked with Spectrum Media, which are one of the best videographers in the country. So I think once you mention who you work with, people know exactly what to expect. So definitely more visuals. I'll be also doing some live shows. We'll be doing some New Blessing 2024 coming year at Katakombe at the month end in January. So please watch out for that one. Live music. So I'll be bringing more live. When I say live music, I'm bringing live instruments to the event. We are playing the music on the DJ, but we have a live key, we have a live keyboard, we have drums, and I think that's recreating music in the moment. And just trying to basically push out our merchants, our music, our USBs. We're on digital platforms. We are available for events, bookings, and anywhere where we usually contribute, whether it's motivating young people at schools, helping brands to reach more visibility. We are really excited for 2024 and dropping this album at this time. We want to push and be actually musicians that are doing the most in the country.
Thank you, ML, for speaking to us. All the best for the next year, the new year.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year, NBC. We love you always for having us.
Well, that is ML Musik, one of Namibia's musicians there. Well, don't forget to watch